Hey guys, thanks for watching. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on your notifications in order to receive updates on all my latest videos. Thanks for watching. Good afternoon, Wanderer Nation. My name is Gregory, and this is The Wandering Wind. Today, I have a topic that may or may not be interesting to a lot of you guys, and that is the topic of planning ahead before you start any activity in life. Now, the reason why this may not be very popular with a lot of people, or very interesting to a lot of people, is because most people are like, I wing it. And you know what? So do I sometimes. I mean, have you seen some of my videos? No editing, no post-processing, nothing done to make it interesting, just blah. So, yeah. But I have to say, when I actually plan things ahead of time and then execute that plan, it works a heck of a lot better than if I just do it and then it's out there. Take, for example, my recent created videos. I actually have a checklist on my Notepad app for my iPad where I write down new ideas, and I actually have several blank spaces with how to and top 10 or top 5 for extra ideas. But I've been using that list to check off ideas that I've created videos for, or ideas that I've been interested in doing, like a future Let's Play of Star Ocean Till the End of Time, which I do have the video for, as well as a few other games that I'm planning on doing Let's Plays for in the future of this year, and probably a bit into the next year too. But when it comes to content creation, you have to have a plan before you start filming. If you don't have a plan and you just walk up to the camera and just go, hi there, I'm in, it's not going to work, because you're going to have disjointed video with very, very rough narration, very rough, just overall, it's going to be unfollowable, it'll be unwatchable. For the most part, it's going to be pretty much unusable. But if you go ahead and upload that anyway, you're going to see your views suffer. Even if you normally get around 80 to 100 to 200 views per video, you're going to see that number in the mid to high teens instead of the 100 to 200 view range, just because when it comes to content, quality trumps quantity. Let me reiterate, the better your quality is, the higher it ranks, and the better the performance. It doesn't matter how many crappy videos you make, the total views of those 10 crappy videos most likely will not match the amount of views on a single good video, or a single relatively perfect video. Obviously, there is no such thing as perfection, because when it comes to video editing, or when it comes to video creating, or any creative work, there is always room for improvement on either previous work or future work. If you're currently working on a video, editing it, go over it one more time. Make sure everything works and sounds and looks the way it's supposed to before you hit that render button on your editor or that upload button on your YouTube, because once it's up there, once it's public, barring taking it down and basically undoing all your progress, it's there and there's no way to change it. I mean, yes, there is the on-site video editor for YouTube itself, but that is very, 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 very limited, and also not as feature-rich as even YouTubers themselves would have you expect. Yes, it is good for like last-minute jump cuts if you really need them, or last-minute edits out of the video if you need them, but overall, the amount of quality you get from that is minimal compared to what you can get just from 5 minutes in a decent video editor, or even a half hour in a decent video editor. You can churn out a near perfect YouTube video with something like Filmora, which is what I use. I use a paid version that I got from a friend. He'd paid for it, he no longer needed it, so he sent it to me, and I was able to use it, which was great. And Filmora, while not as fully featured as something like Adobe Premiere or even a free software like DaVinci Resolve, it does what it needs to do, which is multi-track editing and professional editing. You can get plenty of good effects, good transitions, jumps, whatever, with this software, and you can do it all in, I'd say, 5 minutes. I take anywhere from 5 minutes for a short video to about half an hour at the longest for some of my more dense and really long videos. But even with the really long videos, I tend to try and make them no longer than 20 minutes to maybe maximum 25 minutes. The longest I've ever run a video is about an hour, and that was for my last 2 parts of my To the Moon gameplay, because I really just couldn't cut it where I wanted to cut it, so I had to just had to do like I needed to do and then put it in. But anyway, that is why it is important to really plan ahead when it comes to your YouTube channel, and pretty much anything in life. If you're planning on going to college and you're a sophomore or even a freshman in high school and you want to go to college one day, plan now for what it is you're going to have to do in order to meet your criteria for the end game of getting to a good college. If you want to go to Juilliard, you got to put in the work to be able to get there. If you want to be a doctor, you got to do the work that you need to do. If you want to get good grades and just graduate with a pretty good score, you have to put the work in for that too. I got a 3.0 grade average coming out of high school, but that was by the skin of my teeth, because for the first 3 years of my high school, I did not put in the work. The last year of my schooling, I had to cram in order to get the credits I needed in order to even get a 3.0 average. And that was by, like I said, the skin of my teeth. If I had not put in the effort, or if I had put in the effort beforehand, I wouldn't have had to try and struggle to get it all done the last year of my schooling. If I had managed to actually do the work I needed to do beforehand, I wouldn't have had to worry so much in my senior year. As it was, I barely got past 2.99999 grade point average. I barely got past that into 3.0. But with anything in life, if you plan ahead, if you really practice what you need to do, if you really put everything you need to know in perspective and then do it, you can accomplish a heck of a lot more than you can just skimming by, just doing whatever. Because you know what? At the end of the day, your life is what you make of it. Yes, there are some things that are out of our control and in God's control instead. But when it comes to our own personal success, a lot of times the only thing holding us back is us. If we allow ourselves to fail, we can't blame that on other people. We can only blame that on ourselves, because we are the ones that said, I don't need to do it. I'm never going to be that successful. I'm never going to be that kind of a person. That's you talking to yourself. That's not the world convincing you or the world telling you you can't. The world can tell you you can't all they want, but if you truly dream of being the kind of person that you want to be and work towards it, the world can go ahead and take a leap off of a bridge, because you're going to get there through your hard work, through your dedication, and also from God's intervention on some points. I'll talk about that in a later video, but just here, this is from Winston Churchill. Failing to plan is planning to fail. He said that at one point, and I think that really says all there needs to be said. If you don't plan, you're going to fail. If you do plan and you fail, at least you had a good shot. But if you never plan, you're not going to have a likely shot at succeeding. You're going to have more of a chance of failing than you are succeeding, because you don't have a plan. You don't have a set list of goals that you can tell yourself, okay, by meeting these 3 goals, I've gotten this far. Now I just need the last goal to get to my ultimate completion, or whatever. But anyway, thank you guys so much for listening, so much for watching. What has inspired you in your life to push past your limits, to push towards your goals in such a way that it's been really inspiring for you, really effective for you? Let me know down in the comments section. What kind of goals have you set for yourself that you've succeeded in? And what goals did you fail to plan for and you didn't succeed in? Let me know. I'm interested. As always, thank you guys so much for being here, being my viewers, being such loyal subscribers. And until next time, Wanderer Nation, this has been The Wandering Wind, and I've been your host, Gregory. I will see you guys again soon. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on your notifications in order to receive updates on all my latest videos. Thanks for watching.